All right. Now class. We are going to play Tango No. 2 from Astor Piazzolla's Tango Suite. So Piazzolla lived from 1921 to 1992. Born to Italian parents, lived in Argentina, moved to New York City in the 1930s, I think, but then ended up moving back to Argentina. One interesting thing about him, in the 50s, he entered a composition competition, I think in 1953, and the piece he wrote was, there was some outcry about it because he was incorporating the bandoneon, which is the little accordion instrument that he was also a very accomplished performer on, and it kind of drew outcry, like, what is this doing with an orchestra? So he was kind of, incorporating folk music into the classical world, and that piece led him to win a prize to go study with Nadia Boulanger in France, which was quite an achievement. So as I said, he died in 1992. This piece is actually from 1985, so later in his career. And it's been arranged for a lot of different groups. So this is a set of 3 pieces, and we're going to play number 2 for you. The tempo marking is andante, rubato melancolico. And so it's kind of wistful, and I think at one part we kind of decided we heard kind of like tolling bells in the background, like the passage of time, things like that happen, and reflective. So we hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
When he was studying with Boulanger, she heard him doing this real thing. And she said, "Why are you here studying with me? You know how to do something wonderful." Yeah. And that's when he really felt empowered to go forward. She did the right thing that time.
For sure.
And this is written for what? Rachel?
I believe it was written for 2 guitars. Yes, I think. But it's been arranged for so many different groups that it's hard to keep track.
don't really have a whole lot to say, it's just beautiful.
It is.
I love the lyricism, that, you know, Greg, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I've heard you play also, and it's gorgeous sound.
Thank you.
Really, really beautiful. All of them. All of them.
Some of the Jerry.
You do what you have to up here, that's for sure. Really, I like the formatas that you guys did, and you watched each other, and were patient to move on. Pacing, that was a lot of pacing in that, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely. And that was something that we talked about the other night, and that was a good example of it, where, you know, you're kind of telling the story, and, you know, rhythm is important, but there are times when you should get away from it. You know, there are times when you should allow the music to speak and communicate. And sometimes, you know, and I thought you guys did a really good job with that.
Yeah, and I would say that when you were looking at each other, it was more cohesive. It was more, you were more together. When you had this, sometimes when you were looking down on your parts, there's a couple little places where you time where you just weren't quite as synced in. But as soon as you looked up, it made all the difference in the world. And it's interesting how much better it gets when you do that. So the more you know a piece, and the more you play together, with the time you do a lot more of that. You guys obviously want to do that. So it sounds great. That's great.
Yeah.
As the mayor of this village, I worry that people aren't having enough to do, and Shinma looks tired. I feel we've reached our mark. Yeah, just looking a little beaten, because we're keeping you busy, and I think it's great.
Yes.
Playing beautifully, all of you are.
Yeah, really, truly.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. For the record, I didn't have to do this, they did this on their own.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Can I see the score?